What's up everyone, it's Friendslight here, and today I'm going to go through a video that I feel a lot of people will find useful. 5 bad Sheik habits. Sheik is a very difficult character to use, and she has tons of amazing tools at her disposal, but with that comes a lot of misconceptions about how she should be played. Many Sheik players tend to drop the character due to the many flaws they find in her gameplay, but that mostly comes from them playing her wrong. I'm luckily not alone today, as I've got Decay with me to assist me on this list. Decay is a very active member on the Sheik Discord, and he simply gives a lot of people insight on all the things you should know about Sheik, as well as Nev Rain about his thoughts on the matter, and he mostly had the same thoughts as me and Decay, so without further ado, let's jump right into the video.
Many Sheiks tend to forget that they even have needles, or they simply use them too much. As Frenzy explained in one of his previous videos, needles are a thing of beauty, and its usage is very important in terms of neutral, edge guarding, killing, and for combos. For the ones that don't use needles, you guys can start using them to gain stage control, force approaches, combo extensions, and bread and butter kill confirms. But for the ones that use them too much, know that by doing so, you are losing plenty of stage control with it, and that the move must be combined with Sheik's evasive movement and quick aerials to become as good as it is. When used by themselves, it isn't too difficult to shield, neither to punish right after, so keep a creative and tricky usage of the move.
So I'm just gonna say straight away, none of you know how to space fair, and that's completely false for me to say, but having that mindset is very important. Always work on the spacing of your fairs, since it's one of the most crucial traits in your neutral game. One slip up and you give away a free punish, and Sheik really can't afford that, so work on your forward airs and try to keep them microspaced for the most part. Some tips to get the forward air spacing right is to firstly use the C-stick, and secondly go in training and try to barely hit your opponent whilst trying to keep away from him as much as possible. Doing this for 3 minutes in training every day will make your spacing game top notch.
Sheik has probably the largest combo tree out of all the characters in the game. Almost all of her moves can link into each other in nearly any kind of way. So a big part of using Sheik will be to practice her combos as much as possible. Many Sheiks are content with their combos, and they might do some damage, but a good mindset to have is that you can always extend your combos further. This makes you a more fluid Sheik player and makes the training a lot more fun, as there are new things to discover every time you train.
The main mentality in Smash is that when the percent exceeds 120%, the opponent should be dead soon. For some characters, it's very easy to seize out stocks at this percent, but for Sheik, this can become a hassle if you start getting desperate for kills. The meme that Sheik can't kill is pretty much not true in my opinion. She has a lot of confirms, which I will make a video on in the future, and panicking with F smash at high percents is actually stupid. The F smash should only be used in certain situations, but not raw. Mainly, you shouldn't care about how long it takes for you to kill the opponent, as it doesn't really matter until you get hit in the process. My method of killing at high percents is usually to start needle camping, since needles puts the opponent into tumble at high percents. If I keep my distance, get them to extremely high percents, a dash attack or an F tilt shouldn't be an issue to kill with. Just playing patiently and seize out the stock slowly. There is no reason to panic as long as you don't get hit.
Last, but certainly not least, since this is probably the most common habit, is that many Sheiks tend to play extremely aggressive. Sheik doesn't have the disjoints to start rushing down mindlessly. She gets punished for that a lot, and the thought process behind why you should rush down is logical because of her frame data, but not practical because of her lack of range. The best in general use of Sheik is when you're able to mix between defensive play and offensive play while staying within burst range to catch the opponent off guard and dictate the pace of the game. By rushing in all the time, you expose your low range aerials to your opponent and risk trading with the opponent all the time, which is the last thing Sheik wants. Find a balance between playing slow and playing fast, and you will do very well in the neutral.
Thank you so much Decay for voicing this video, I truly appreciate it. If you guys like this type of content, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll make tons more. I'll see you guys soon, love ya.